I just want you to know. He is not fake. Now, before you judge me and say that everything you're about to hear is bullshit, don't pursue the Slender Man. Don't do research. Don't do anything to contact Slender Man. Stay far away from him as possible because that makes him stronger and he knows your weak point. He will drive you to the edge of your insanity. He will make you one of him. And I already am one. I'd advise you to click away from this, but you've come this far. My name was Brian Mills. I'm 18, and I was just like you, feeling adventurous. And we set out to go on one mission, to search for the Slender Man. Before it's too late, I'm going to tell you my story. I was with my buddy James. We were at school and there was this mythos going around called the Tall Man. He had supposedly worn a black suit and a red tie, and there had been kids going missing lately. And so my friend, we'll call him Bob, he was intrigued by the story. And he told me this is sounding a lot like the urban legend Slender Man. And I asked him, who's the Slender Man? He looked at me like I was some kind of idiot, and he told me my house after class. We get around there, and he shows me these pictures of this tall, skinny figure with no face and a black suit with a black tie and these 8 tentacles. He said this is the Slender Man. His goal is to drive you insane. He mainly abducts children. He lures them into the woods. He preys on the innocents. And he only goes after you if you truly believe in the Slender Man. And I told him, so it seems like you know your research on this, what you would call Slender Man? Yes. I gained some interest in myself. I regret every minute I asked him those questions. I asked him, what does he do with the children? How does he drive you insane? What is his purpose? The purpose? We don't know. We don't know what he's capable of. But all we know is that those 8 tentacles are meant to wrap you and capture you. So technically, you're getting freaky with your skinny girlfriend. Bob chuckles and says, no, not exactly. I had asked him, have you ever tried to contact Slender Man? If he is real? He says, not quite, because all of this seems too real for me. I didn't think anything could happen from going into this. So I had made the dumb decision and asked him, do you want to go look for him? How? We live in a small neighborhood in Oregon, and around us there's a wooded area, and that wooded area leads to a forest. And in that forest, a few kids went missing there a few years ago, and I had stated that maybe if we go there, we could possibly capture and find the Slender Man. So we got 2 flashlights, we got our backpacks, and we ventured into the forest. Every step we made was so loud. I'm surprised not even a homeless person could hear us. As we walked further into the forest, Bob looks at me and says, hey, Brian, we should go back. I look at him in confusion, saying, Why? I'm starting to feel ringing in my ears. Ringing? Yeah, it's not feeling good. The pain grew. The pain grew worse, and he looked at me saying, "We gotta go now." I started to gain a bit of an uneasy vibe when I was around Bob. I pat him on the shoulder and said, "Don't worry, it's nothing to worry about." He says, "Are you sure?" And I tell him, "Yes." Let's be honest. Do you really think Slender-Man is real? Everything went black. And I woke up. I knew very damn well I was not in the same forest. You had to be there with me. Our forest is kind of a light green. Even in the dark, there is still some part that you can see green in the leaves and the trees. But this forest was dark and gray and foggy. I turned around and I saw him. I saw my friend Bob hanging with a bunch of sticks. He was impaled on a tree. He was bleeding and he had his eyes gouged out, and I screamed and I ran. I ran like a young 5-year-old. And I was screaming for help and no one would find me. I quickly grabbed my phone, but I had no service, and I kept screaming. I tried looking everywhere for my flashlight, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it on the ground. I couldn't find it in my back. I couldn't find it anywhere. Bob had mentioned to me before about these things called proxies that Slender-Man would sometimes use. Well, I had bring this up because I felt a pain on my neck, and I had grabbed my phone to take a picture. I used the flash to see what was behind my neck, and I saw a big red circle with a big red X. And I remembered that Bob told me if you get this symbol on your body, that you have in fact become Slender-Man's proxy. This is gonna sound crazy, it's been 2 weeks and I'm still alive. I'm not thirsty, I'm not hungry, I don't understand what's going on. I'm just here by myself in the woods. And the only one to keep me company is the tall man. He just wants to be friends. He just wants to have friends. I think he found 2 new proxies that can join a family. These 2 girls. Slender-Man is telling them something. I believe what Slender-Man has told them is they have to kill their friend if they want to become the proxies. He just wants to be with you, and he's not gonna hurt you. He wants to make your life better. He wants to make your life better. He wants to make your life